I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all and I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Commanders, they were very strong last week in a win over Carolina.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's McCarthy. That's complete left side to Gray. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8.
That one a first down pickup of 8. The Vikings at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Open man, that's Felton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
McCarthy operating from the gun. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Ty Felton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Rhodes.
Daniels pass.
They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
They'll run on first down. Rhodes. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Right, number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Rhodes. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
Now Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Shut up. 70 Lions. Go.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Addison, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Daniels. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, competing. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
Up the middle they go. It's Rhodes. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Daniels looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll take the stand of the 33.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go. Pop 19, Pop 70 Lions.
To the air with McCarthy. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
24 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
You should get out of my way, get your talking face out of my way.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal.
Right right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact put the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, they have good helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Daniels. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A good pick up there on first as the screen pass gets a made.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor, and that time, for a solid game.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before it's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
To the air goes Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I guess no need to force it, but you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. For the gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Rhodes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Let's go. Buffalo 8, 19 tight. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Take over.
Now McCarthy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for
So
you.
back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
She says that I'm born like a Latin symbolism. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name Green, but I ain't crab. I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manor Pond.
The Vikings send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Shreds the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
(17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they... Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
This one's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, Rhodes. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Rhodes. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they go play action. Daniels. Quick throw there is incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Down and the 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Off the play fake. Daniels. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The first
possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Ready? Crack ball 80.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Let's go. 70, 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Cut 19. Cut 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Vikings first down.
19 tight.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. We'll get a couple, and that's it.
Went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
19, Cowboy 80. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, nice move. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. A big gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Picked up on the play.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. A running play, it's Dowdle.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They're going to go for now 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
Check. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. It's a good pick up there of 20 yards. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Cowboy 80.
Here's McCarthy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
6 Warriors, 17. 7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
Throwing is McCarthy.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings.
Danny Gray.
71 yards.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to look as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Washington.
4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And
2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
60 Bearcats, 70 Timberwolves. Come 19, come 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Turn his TV off, 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 turn his TV off.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
And the Vikings first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Bronco 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Tag. Panther 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
No, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
To throw is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Come on. 7 Pirates, 19 Charger, 19 Charger. 19 Light, Buffalo 18.
Daniels looking to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man, that's Felton.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Ty Felton
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And heavy touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play action, now it's Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Touchdown! Christian Watson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
17.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Well, I think Washington got it. Yes, they did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
A gain of 14. And the Commanders' 1st down.
To the air goes Daniels. He finds his man complete. It's Rhodes. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 yards. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Washington will line up with a 2-point.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now McCarthy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Felton, 42 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. After a break down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Minnesota's kick team running in. The Vikings pull it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Deebo Samuel on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.